Hi everybody, wanted to give you a short update on a change that's being made in the PARCC system. Would reference if a kid is absent on a test and how to get them in alignment with where everybody else is. So let's say, for example, here I am in Pearson Access Next, okay, and I have pulled up a practice session that I did, and this is ELA, okay. So let's say that I'm on day 2 of the ELA test, and one of my kids was absent on the first unit, okay? So what I would want is I would want that same kid that was absent on day 1, I would want him to be able to take session number 2 with the rest of his class, and then take session number 1 as a makeup later on. Because you want to keep everything with the same time, you want to keep all the kids on the same page. So to do that, there is one extra step that you will have to do as the test administrator to be able to get that there. So let me show you how to do this. Really easy to do, but just let me show you. So here I am. I'm in the Students in Session window. This is where you push the green start button and you can see all of your kids. Okay. So let's pretend that this kid down here at the very bottom was absent for unit number 1 for the first day of ELA. So if he logs into his test as of normal, it's going to pop up session number 1. Well, we don't want him to do session number 1. We want him to do session number 2, and he'll do session number 1 as a makeup. So I'm going to click on this kid. So they click here. Okay. Then I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to go to the select taskbar, and I'm going to pull down to the bottom one, which should say set start or section start. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on the start button. It's going to pull up a brand new window, and you're going to use up here at the top. Okay, up here at the top now says use the same section for all students in the session. So if I wanted everybody to start with session number 2, I'm going to pull down to session number 2. Okay, so click on that. Now I'll hit save, and what will happen is everybody in that session will start. This kid here will now start. So you got to click here, here, and here. Click on save. That will then have that, as long as you get the green bar that comes up, that will then have that kid automatically skip to unit number 2. Okay. Now the question comes back is now how do I get that student, when we want to do the makeup later on, how do I get that student to do session number 1? Okay. So what you'll have to do then with that kid is you will then have to go back through the same process again. So you'll go back into here. Go back into Students in Session, click back down here on this kid, go back up to Tasks, set Section Start, click on Start, click up here. Actually, you can click right here. Click here, pull up to unit number 1, click on Save. And voila, now that one student, when they log back in the next time, will now be on Unit 1. So this student would do Unit 2, 3, and then 1. Okay? So use the task in the Students in Session. Use the mark that says set student or set section start to be able to move those kids from one session to the next. Okay? Hopefully that helps, and we'll have step-by-step directions as well, so you can use those. All right, thank you very much.